Welcome back to HunkO'Junk Garage. Today we're working on my Suzuki Katana 750. The signals quit working and I want to put a USB port in it for my trip back to Kelowna. When I pulled it out of the garage, the carburetors were flooding so badly half the tank was in the airbox. So I tried to take some footage of that, but the cameras were overheating and not recording and all sorts of problems. So okay, here's the story behind this bike. 2019, I was searching the internet and I found this thing for $1,000. It was the cheapest bike I could find, and the reason it was so cheap was because it didn't run. And he said it ran the year before, but he just couldn't get it to start. So I took my chance and I gave him $950 for it. I took it home and got it running. I had to replace some cables and stuff, but I got it running all right and got my license during the pandemic and rode it for a couple summers. Then, I went to pull it out this year and it was flooding and having problems. So I had to rebuild the carbs and put new O-rings in them. When I first got it, it had those big mirrors on the front and they bump into everything and crack the plastic and everything else. So I shaved them off and cleaned it up and put these little mirrors on handlebars instead, which I like a lot better. Yeah, I haven't finished painting it yet, but we'll get there eventually. So I pulled it out of the garage and got it running so that I can take it back on a trip. I'm gonna ride it out to Kelowna and back, so that should be fun. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, the flasher unit in these things is way down there in front of the battery. So we gotta pull the battery out first. Okay. We're gonna pull this battery box out. Just one bolt on either side. Oh, and by the way, I checked the fuses already. In case you're wondering, they're all fine. Can we just pull this out of the way enough just to get back there, see what's going on? Please. There's a big module on the side of that too. Okay. Okay. And I just popped the wire off of it. Of course. Okay. Here's the flasher I put in because I was using LED lights. Let's keep that plugged in. And we shall test. Okay. Negative cable. Positive. Now the bike has power. DC volts. Okay, let's turn the ignition on and signal on. Let's see if we have power to either side of this flasher unit. Nothing. 9 volts. 10 volts. So our flasher's bad then? So I got a new flasher. You can adjust the speed on this one. And plug it in and see what happens. Okay, key on. Signal. It's working. These front ones are pretty dim. They're like a smoked plastic. If anyone knows where I can get something that looks like that, let me know. Because I don't really like the other styles. Now that we know that was the problem, we can this one actually will clip right to front of this battery tray. That'll make it a lot easier to get to next time. Can we clip it? Clip it good. You can clip it. Okay, good. I think that'll be okay. Put our bolts back in or lose them. Excuse me. Okay. Plastic back on. Okay. Right. Battery back in. Oh. Let's get this harness in here. Because why not?
Did you also hear 2 cats fighting?
Something.
Hearing.
I thought that was some guy yelling. I thought he was having a bad day.
Maybe, but it sounded like 2 cats fighting.
Who knows? Get off me. Die. Filthy creatures. Oh, come now. Nope, I lost it. Great. Tighten her up. Now, here it is, our USB connector. I had to figure out where I want it though. Do I want it back here somewhere and just run my cord under the seat? Do I want it up front somewhere? Looks like there's a nice little spot right here that I could zip it to. I decide where I want it. If it's coming up here into my jacket, then it'd be probably better just being in here. Maybe I'll try it that way first. If I don't like it, I'll zip tie it up front somewhere. I'll just leave it in here on a temporary basis. See how I like it. Okay. Let's keep it in there for now. We'll run our cord up and out, and we'll see how we like that. Okay, we are leaving Canmore. Tim Hortons, you have terrible hot chocolate. It tastes like dishwater. Disgusting.
Well, the garage is full and it's a hot day out, so I'm going to work under this willow tree. We got some stalling issues on the bike. Made it to Kelowna alright, but we're going to pull the plugs out and check them over. I've never had them out before, so I'm going to check that, and it kind of seems like a fuel issue, though. I don't know. Take off. Okay, back the tank. Go backwards. Oh, also got that. Okay, now I should be able to get to all my spark plugs, okay? It's gonna be a fun place to reach my hands into. Capital is for wreckage. Question. Ah. Snap. Wow, this is a good time. Okay, it's a good team. Now it's going good. Sweet, and not over tight. That's always good. Okay, how am I going to do this? Well, I sure would like to have my gravity right now, but I don't have it here. So, let's see if we can't make a little slip knot. Get it around there. See if we can pull it out that way. Plug. So the socket in there. Ta-da! Perfect. That went easier than I thought it would. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Now that I know how to do this, it should go faster. Oh, weird, they're screwed in. Never seen that before. They just screw in. Something to look out for. Looks like a charm. Alright, that one looks a lot richer. It's a bit black. If we have a misfiring on that one. Take out my wire. Alright. Rusty. Oh, that can help. Pretty rusty looking. Okay. It also is a little dark.
Okay, here are the plugs. They don't look bad, but they're not firing all the same. This one's brown on the strap and black around the edge there. That's number 4. Number 3 is like a caramel color on the back of the strap, and it's pretty much clean. Number 2 looks like a little darker on the strap, and it's a little black around the edge, but not as bad as the other one. And porcelain, you can't really see much for color. Number 1, it's really dark on the strap. Then it's almost a tan-ish color around the, like, goldish, like hot metal. And then we got some tan on this side of the porcelain and black on the other. So, definitely not running right. They're all different. We're gonna put these in a tester and see how they do. Yeah, that one seems fairly healthy. Okay. That one's even better than the first one. I have to check that first one out again. Number 3 seems better than number 4. Number 4 kind of had some yellow sparks in there. Dirtier. Yeah, see how number 4 is like jumping around on the electrode a little bit? Let's try cleaning it up and see. Number 2. Yeah, that one's good like the number 3 was. It's not jumping out and creating yellow arcs, so we definitely have to clean that first one, or number 4. Okay, this is number 1. Seems to be arcing to one side more than the other. Not really in the middle. Could that be why there's a weird pattern on it? This is the one that's dark on the one side. That's where it's firing the most. And it's light on this side. Okay, let's try filing them a little. See if that changed it. That's still firing on that one side. Why exactly is that? Maybe because it's angled or something. Oh, that's a little better. Not sure what effect that would have in the engine, but obviously having some effect if it only fires on that one side of the plug. Yeah. Still favoring that side though. Yeah, even though it's clean, I think that electrode might be bent a little. Let's try and straighten it up. A little hard to see, but I think it's like tilted slightly. I'm going to try and tilt it. Or untilt it. The slightest bit of tilt on those. Make it fire differently. There we go. That looks good to me. Now it's pretty even. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but obviously it's enough to make a deposit on one side, not on the other. And keep the plugs cleaner at least. Okay, I'm going to clean and gap these things. I don't have my bench grinder, so I'm going to have to use an angle grinder. It actually works better than an angle grinder. Bench grinder, rather. Let's put them about 25, because it's 20 to 30, it says in the book. So, let's go halfway in between, shall we? Too far, take it back. Should be good.
You just drop all these back in and tighten them up. See if it runs any better. Oh, they're having fun without me. Just snug. This one's threading in so nicely. Yeah. All right. I might as well show you guys this. So if you look down in there, it's a little hard to see, there's a little screw in there. Just screws into the end of the wire right there. So you gotta make sure those are nice and tight. Snug at least. That way you know you're getting your spark. It could also be causing a stumble that I'm getting. A little misfire rather. Okay, with the plugs back in, we can put the tank back on. Put this thing back on and call her good. Let's see how it runs. Make sure the vent's going down the back side of the tank. Rubber bushings. Rubber washers. Bolts. 10mm. Screw back in the plastic. Seat back on. See how she runs. Sounds pretty smooth. Alright. Take it for a drive and see how it does. Well, as I thought, that didn't fix our stalling problem, but we got rid of the miss in the idle. So that should help out. Maybe we'll get a little better gas mileage. So as for the stalling issue, I noticed that when I gear down into first, that even with the clutch in, that it would kind of catch. So I adjusted the clutch a little bit and it releases better now. And it quit stalling at the light. So that's all it was, just a clutch adjustment. So next we're gonna take a link out of the chain. So as you can see, the chain's a little bit floppy. A lot of bit floppy. And we're all out of adjustment over here. So this is the end of the scale right there. So we have to loosen this off
and take a link out of the chain, and then we should have adjustment again. Get it snug enough. Well, it is so hot and loud out there that I decided I'd rather work in the dirt in the backyard than listen to that. Turn my microphone on. Hopefully that'll cut down some of the traffic noise. This chain is going to be nice and greasy. Okay. Take out the cotter pin. What size was it? The biggest one. 7/8. Loosen her up. Back off the adjusters. It's a 12. Now this side. Okay, now let's find the master link. Right here. Oh. There's a better way. Pop it loose. Here's your clip. Come apart, says I. There we go. The link's out. Master link, that is. Okay, so we could use that's about the middle. Okay. So we're going to adjust this more. Okay. I'm wondering is, can we get two? Might be able to take 2 whole links out of this thing. Then we'll have plenty of room to tighten it as it stretches. This was a brand new chain, which is why it stretched so much. Okay, that's the front adjustment notch. Oh, don't want to lose my whole chain here. Can I take out 2? I sure can. Yeah, that still has room for adjustment. I'm gonna take that one out there. So, we don't have a chain breaker, so we're gonna do this the fun way. So I set up my chain in the press with a nut underneath and a pin on the top. I think I just used a nail or something. So it started to bend at the end, but it worked out just fine. While there's a dead spot in my audio, I thought I'd say thank you for liking and subscribing. This channel is growing way faster than I expected it to, so thank you, everyone. I'll try and get some of this grease off here. It's got some gas and a brush. Wow, that almost hit me in the eye. Oh, it did. It did hit me in the eye. Holy sh! That burned. Ah, okay, that wasn't so bad. Just got near my eye and then kind of got in my eye a little. Clean this while we're at it as well. Okay. Put it on top of the swing arm. Forward. Over the gear. Feels like it's going over there, but I want to turn. Ah, there you go. So you can reach in there and stick it on top of the pulley and start turning the pulley, turning the gear until it comes out the bottom. And as long as you go the right spots, then you can get the chain to come through. And there you go. There we have it. And we can put our master link back in. Put on the plate. Okay. Clip back on. There we go. And now, let's put some chain lube on it. Very funny. Don't get your router. Okay. Now we can tighten the chain. Not too tight though, we just want it snugged. Should be a little bit of play in it, but not a lot. Okay, and there's little notches here to show you how far the axle is back. You need to get them even on both sides. So that's not bad. Where is it? It's halfway in between the two first marks on both sides. Perfect. Now we can lock down our axle and put our cotter pin back in, making sure that it's tight against these stops here. There we go. Okay. Feels just right. Okay, let's address this USB port. I tried having it here hanging out of my seat, and every time I get off the bike I don't notice it's there and I yank it out. So I'm going to mount it up front. That way I have the cord hanging back and I should be able to see it, so I don't rip it right out of there. Plus, the first time I was on the road trip and I had all my gear strapped on the back and I couldn't get to it to put my USB cord in. So I had to pull everything off again. That was quite fun. I was totally impressed by that. So let's snake this thing through. You could probably just run it up the side of this tank here, behind the plastic. And then we'll zip tie it up front, where I was originally saying we should put it. Oh, and I have a few more screws for my plastic here too. There's a couple of them went missing somehow. Zip ties. I'm gonna zip tie to this little bar down here. Almost like it was made for it. Why won't you go in there? Crappy zip ties. Boy, oh boy. No room to work in there. With these, will they fit? Yes. Those are heavy duty, they'll never go anywhere. Alright. That should do it. Now, plug my phone in. Then when I'm riding, I'll have the cord to cross the tank and I'll be able to see it when I go to get off my bike. And I'll be able to unplug it instead of ripping it out of my phone. While we got it in the shade, we might as well wipe down the seat. Brah. And it gave me two anyways. nice and clean. Clean and shiny. Oh yeah. Yeah, that shined it up nicely, actually. All right, I think that's gonna do it for now. So if I can think of anything else, I'll try and add it to this video. If not, then this is the end. So thanks for watching HunkO'Junk. Okay, we are just outside of Enderby, British Columbia. We have a whole bunch of sweet cars here. The Ranchero, we got the Chevelle, El Camino. Oh, it's Chevelle girl. Okay. Got the El Camino. A sweet little Dart Swinger. Got a Nova. We got a sweet little Duster. Is that the Duster? Yeah, it's a Duster. Got a Cougar. And another Cougar. And that's a Buick Skylark. Pretty sweet. A little hard to see through the fence here, but there's always sweet cars sitting here. How about some artillery?